What's up, guys, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to round two, International Hunger Games Championship, guys. And, guys, I like to put in some reports. So, guys, in the last competition, ladies and gentlemen, we had some interesting competition, great plays. And I forgot to point out, guys, I made a mistake. When I meant top seven, I mistake it. I meant to say the top six transfer into the finals, not seven. Round two and round three will be the same thing, which means 18 people will transfer into the finals if they finish in the top six. I apologize to that. Sorry. And secondly, guys, KSI and Katie Maradinova are in District 1 with Paul and Justine in District 3. And of course, Shane and Olivia in District 2. But here's the thing. KSI and Kate Marty were supposed to be in District 12 in the first round last time. But the reason for that is that KSI wanted to go to round two in District 1 because Logan Paul was there. And he wanted to show Jake Paul who was the toughest. So it's going to be interesting if we get to see these two in action and to see what their ideas are in this match. KSI took care of Paul, but will he take care of Jake? Who knows, but still, enough talk is talk. In District 4, we got Tyrone and Coldwater Therapy with Zhang and a new person named Hut Heart. She doesn't have a lot of subs, but I do see her career being really interesting. I do love her content, so I do like to give her a chance. But in District 6, we have Crazy Russian Hacker and Emaru. These two are been in competition right now, with one being with the safety, which is the number one priority. But another person knows that her priority is she has to go out there and win. There's no safety in the Hunger Games, ladies and gentlemen. And in District 7, Saikuno and Cassidy Thompson, they're going to need a lot of luck because in District 8, not only Ty from Dude Perfect is involved in competition with Your Opsum, but in District 9, Alexander Usyk of Usyk 17 and Howie Deegan. From a NASCAR driver to a professional boxer, you can't say that consider their content and the YouTube videos have a lot of subs. These athletes are going to put in a lot of work in competition, guys. But that's the way life goes, because in District 10, Corpse husband Rosanna Pansino might not be much to talk about, but in District 11, PewDiePie and Pokimane, you gotta watch out. They've been collaborating since that Among Us videos they did and Corpse husband several years ago. But let's see what their relationships are, if they can last long. And in District 12, we have Fresh Cut Slim. I recognize that voice from somewhere, but I don't know who he is. And Kayla F. Wait a minute. Have I seen this person before? I swear to gosh, I swear to God, I have actually. Have I seen this person before? Because it seems like she was in round one of the Hunger Games. Huh. Or maybe I'm wrong. Huh. Well, anyway, guys, let's begin. With the tributes standing in the podium, horn sounds. PewDiePie snatches a pair of says. But Tyrone, Justine, fresh cut, run away from the cornucopia. Rosanna grabs a shovel while Pokey runs away. And Kayla, Ty, and Heloise work together to get as many supplies as they can. Russian Hacker, Deegan, Coldwater Therapy, Zhang run away from the cornucopia. Usyk 17 gets a backpack full of camping equipment. Your Opsum, Shane from the BuzzFeed Unsolved, aka The Watcher, are running away. And Cassidy and KSI are fighting over a bag, but KSI decides to give up. Alinity runs away from the cornucopia. Saikuno grabs a shield. And, Emaru! Oh, no. Emaru strangles Corpse while engaging in a fist fight. Oh, I don't know how that match ended with Emaru standing victorious. Wow. Jake runs away. Kate, Marty, well, same thing. Dang, what a way to start off competition there. Shane the Watcher collects fruit from a tree with Tyrone camouflaging himself in the bushes. Ooh, Zhang tends to Kayla's wounds, which is going to be interesting. How that's. Wonder what wound she got involved in. Fresh Cut Slim scares off Alinity. Russian hackers picked by thorns. Number one priority is safety. Pokey is searching for firewood while your Opsum stalks Howie. Not creepy at all. Cold War Therapy travels to higher ground, and Usyk and PewDiePie hunt for other tributes. Interesting. Jake Paul attacks Sykkuno, but he manages to escape. He has to watch out for that horrible hook and punch that Jake Paul throws in. Kate Marty Nova thinks about home. Emeru camouflages herself in the bushes. Ty explores the arena. You collect food from a tree. Justine injures herself. Ooh. KSI discovers a river with Rosanna and Hut Hearts. Well, diverting Hut Hearts' attention while running away. And oh man, only one person passed away in this entire first day. Rosanna Pansino cooks her food before putting the fire out. Pokemon is unable to start a fire. Sleeping without warmth. And Tyrone Zhang Helois sleep in shifts with Jake starting a fire, but Kayla does not start a fire. Oh, and Emeru defeats Crazy Russian Hacker, but as they're together in the district, she spares his life because of that. We don't know why they were fighting in the first place. Ooh, sounds like Crazy Russian Hacker did something. I don't know what. PewDiePie receives medical supplies. KSI starts a fire. Alinity cries herself to sleep. Shane thinks about home while Cassidy and Marty Nova sleep in shifts. Ty from Dude Perfect and Justine Fresh Cuts cheerfully sing songs with Howie cooking her food out before putting the fire. Usyk climbs a tree to rest. Sykkuno sets up sleep. You set up camp for the night and you start a fire. And again, not a lot of competitions happen. We're in day 2. Justin discovers a river. Your Opsum overhears Ty and Cold War Therapy talk in the distance. Russian hacker injures himself with Emeru diverting Kayla's attention and runs away. Oh, and Rosanna sets PewDiePie on fire with a Molotov. Ooh, that's one pie we're not going to have for breakfast. Howie Deegan sees smoke rising from the distance, does not investigate. Alinity constructs a shack. Ooh, Usyk receives medical supplies. Ooh, and Zhang, Jake, and Kmart get into a fight. Jake runs away, but Zhang finishes off Marty. The first woman is gone right now. Eloise and Shane split up for resources. Cassidy, Fresh Cut Slim, Tyrone hunt for other tributes. And oh no, and KSI dies from hypothermia before meeting Jake Paul. Oh, and even Sykkuno can't handle the circumstances, and Pokey thinks about home. Oh man, 3 more men are gone. 1 female's gone. Oh man, 4 men are gone. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. We're in night 2. Udhart receives clean water, and Fresh Cut and Pokey are running into each other, decide to truce for the night. Shane fends Alinity, Justin, and Crazy Russian Hacker away from the fire, while Rosanna receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. J. Paul is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. While he might be lucky that he didn't come across KSI, Usyk receives clean water, and your Opsum dies from thirst. Emeru gets medical supplies, and Tyrone, Cold War Therapy, Zhang, Ty, and Kayla sleep in shifts. Cassidy destroys Howie Deegan supplies. That's going to be something. And look, Cassidy chases Howie Deegan the next day. What a relief. Rosanna tries to spear fish with a trident. Hoist gets clean water. You run away from Kayla. I wonder why. Usyk stalks Emeru while Ty is picked by thorns while picking berries. Crazy Russian Hacker receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor, Pokey Fishes. Ooh, look at these. Oh, these 3 ladies and Zhang raid Jake Paul's camp while he's hunting. That's going to be upsetting. Shane spears 5th with a trident, and, well, Fresh Cut Slim collects fruit from a tree. Interesting. Only 6 players are gone, and oh boy, not only Alinity drowns in a frozen lake. We thought her butt was warm. Well, it wasn't. But even worse, Tyrone falls into a pit, and Fresh Cut Slim stabs away Ty with a tree branch. Oh, you hate to see that. Man, Tyler was pretty good, but it's not good enough. Cassidy loses sight of where she is. Emeru starts a fire. Usyk begs for Heloise to, okay, I don't know why you would do that, but, Hot Heart keeps him alive. I Justin receives an explosive. Shane looks at the night sky. You climb a tree. You receive medical supplies. You get clean water, also for her as well. What type of water she's going to use, who knows? And Rosanna and Kayla, Russian, discuss the game of what might happen in the morning. Zhang sees a fire but stays hidden. And we're coming into day 4. And okay, Cassidy begs for Shane to do the job. And he also actually keeps her alive too. And look at these boys, man. Zhang, Jake, Russian hacker, Usyk, raid out Fresh Cut Slim's camp. They want to know what his identity is, but we might never know. Justin discovers a cave. Cold water therapy is receiving medical supplies, while Kayla practices her archery. Rosanna is picked by thorns while picking berries. Howie travels to higher ground. Pokey collects fruit from a tree while Emeru diverts Heloise's attention and runs away. Oh man, how many? Oh boy, only 6 more men are in competition. And only 9 females are left. It's interesting how there were barely more men in competition competing in the first round, but some females, we barely had 3 females that barely made it. Oh, make that 5 men. Jean can't handle the circumstances. Jake thinks about home. You attempt to start a fire unsuccessfully. Shane tends to Pokemon's wounds. Russian hacker receives a hatchet. Oh, and cold water therapy. Kayla get into a fight with Cassie and Fresh Cut Swim. And cold water therapy and Kayla successfully finish off. And we might not know, but they take off Fresh Cut Slim's identity and they are shocked. Rosanna receives clean water, but who knows? Who knows what the identity is? Justin stays awake all night. You receive fresh food, and Emeru sets off an explosion from Heloise. That's going to be something. Oh, and Pokimane finishes off Kayla with a hatchet. Justin discovers a cave while Holly destructs a shack. Rosanna, Jake, Usyk, Shane, crazy Russian hacker hunt for other tributes. Emeru runs to cold water therapy. Wait a minute. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Sounds like the boys are coming back strong for what's happening here. And Usyk dies from infection. Sad for that. I thought I was giving him a chance to make it. Rosanna attempts to start a fire. You look at the night sky, and these 4 sleep in shifts. You sleep in shifts well. You go to sleep. And now we're in the feast. And Shane shoots a dart to Justin, but hits Pokey. These 3 track down Jake Paul. Oh, that's the last boxer. These 2 decide not to go to the cornucopia. Oh, look at this. Day 6. Safety. Number 1 priority. Step on a landmine. Nothing much you can say about that. Howie makes a slingshot. You get to work together. Oh no! Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ladies and gentlemen, the top 6. Okay, Emeru, Shane threatened to double suicide, but it doesn't matter. They make it to the top 6. Oh, with Shane Madej being the only one in the males to qualify. Rosanna tries to spearfish with a trident, but man, oh man. 5 of the females make it to the finals. The females barely lost a lot of composure at the end, but looks like the last 4 females are alive. Justin receives fresh food while Howie defeats cold water therapy in a fight but spares her life. We don't know why. It just seems like they want to deserve a better fight at the end. Rosanna cries herself to sleep. Where these 2 split for resources. She camouflages herself in the bushes while Justin is questioning their insanity. They've been here for 7 days, but competition's over. They already made it to the finals, so Sounds like someone. Oh, and Rosanna shoots an arrow to iJustin. Oh, and iJustin. Okay, well, Cold War Therapy's gone. Oh, and Howie Deegan's done from. Well, iJustin got lucky twice in both poisonous arrows. Oh, and look at this, guys. The two last competitors, the last time I remember these two, they were doing Starbucks lattes, which was almost over a decade ago, which was the last time I've seen a video of these two together. But yet again, I'm sure they've did some collaborations. Like, I'm sure they are still friends together, but one of them is going to have to fight each other off, ladies and gentlemen. Justin might be great at the Starbucks' videos of all Starbucks lattes, and Rosanna, well, she loses a lot to her sister, Molly Hatchet. But now, ladies and gentlemen, the final two females, Rosanna and iJustin. Who will win round two? And Rosanna stabs out iJustin to the back with a trident on the 8th day, securing a win and making it to the final at District 10. What a victory. And man, oh man, 4 points. Man, 4 points in a row. That's a pretty good job for her. And that might give her a good chance to make it big in the future. Like, all I can say is it's going to be interesting because Crazy Russian Hacker, Pokimane, and Kayla, and Fresh Cut Slim, and Jong, consider they both have 1 point for each other, except Kayla has 2. Still trying to figure out who she is. They have points for whatever they got because, guys, this is almost like winning playoff points. Because, guys, this is almost like a NASCAR playoff formats. If you win a stage race, you get a point. You lead points. You win points for winning a stage race. So consider that they got each of a point for each other, even though they didn't finish in the top 6. Doesn't mean that if they actually go to the second chance qualification rounds and other rounds for last chance qualifiers, even if they don't win competition, but if they add up more points in other rounds and add this amount of points, like for instance, if Kayla can score more than 2 points in another round, but if she doesn't win, but scores like 4 or 5 points, she'll get 7 points total. And the person with the most points will qualify to a District 12 to get a lucky dog to make it. So you need these points, even if you didn't win or make it to the top 6 or even make it to any of the other rounds, you can still get a chance to score points. So it's great for this, even though Rosanna Coldwater got those amount of points, but 4th place and 1st place, that's making it to the finals, ladies and gentlemen. What else can you say? Like, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes, 16 points there, but the real points are where it is. Congratulations to these females for making it. Shane Madej, former of BuzzFeed Unsolved, and The Watcher barely becomes the only person in the top 6 to qualify. Man, the last round we had 3 males and 3 females. The females barely, 3 of the females barely made it to the finals, and 1 actually managed to win round 1. But what's going to happen, because now we have 8 females and 4 males competing in the finals. So, all I can say, guys, we're going to see you next time, ladies and gentlemen, for round 3, where we find the last 24. The last 24 competitors are going to compete. But don't worry, guys, even though these other people that don't got points or even finished dead last are still going to get other chances to perform second chance and last chance qualifying. So, we'll see you next time in the International Hunger Games Champion Part 3.